Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And the Bills lost last night. They're 0-2. Oh my God, did they suck?
Oh, maybe next year, right?
Nope.
That's what we say?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, Kaladesh is here, so that ought to cheer you right up.
Woo! Yes, it does.
Woo! All right, so we've got to look at the entire list. It's available over on the Wizards of the Coast homepage. We'll have a link down below. We already took a look at it, of course, because that's what we do here. And there are a ton of great cards we're excited about.
We've had a lot of conversations about the upcoming cards, and yeah, I'm ready to get into them because... I mean, all right, let's just get started. Let's jump right in. Dramatic Reversal.
Dramatic Reversal. Now, I like this one. I had it pegged on our sheet here as a constructed card because there's a little ditty out there called Cryptolith Rite.
Sure,
and
yeah.
that lets you tap your creatures to make mana, then you can throw out Dramatic Reversal, untap all of your non-land permanents, i.e. all of the creatures you just tapped to make mana, tap them all again, and now you've got a ton of mana. And
I like that.
Wherever you go from there, it's up to you. Maybe a Gear Hulk or something big like that, but I think that a green-blue kind of a ramp deck here could be something worth tinkering. What do you think?
I just don't have the heart to fight you on this one.
Fair enough.
It's probably great. You know, like it's probably fine.
All right. Well, here's one that we are definitely going to fight about. Night Market Lookout.
This card is not a card.
It's a little 1/1 for 1, but when you tap it, you gain some life and you ding your opponent.
That's
now,
true.
In a normal set, absolutely, this would be total garbage. But in a set that has vehicles that need crew members, and tapping people makes go ahead.
What are the vehicles that get woken up by this guy? Like what is this guy?
It's really more of a team effort, and sometimes he might have to work with somebody else.
So it doesn't wake up any vehicles by itself.
There are
you need
vehicles
another
with a crew
creature.
There are vehicles with a crew of 1.
Okay. Oh man, I wish it did anything by itself. I wish it did like anything if you were behind. But it just doesn't. I need my cards to do more than 1/1 for 1 with when it taps drain. Like maybe so if we just abandon vehicles for a minute and like load it up with equipment, or maybe we put auras on it, something like that. I like that. I'm in for that.
Okay,
but
I think there's a lot of subtle synergies in here that could be explored in limited. I would not cry if this was in my pool for some reason.
Oh, in limited?
Yeah,
we're talking limited.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking pauper. Okay, in limited, this card's good. It's a good card.
I'll find home for it.
I thought you were talking 60-card decks.
No, this is more limited.
Woo! I thought I was going crazy.
All
right. Next card that I like a lot, Glimmer of Genius. It's an Inspiration reprint. Inspiration we last saw, I believe, in Return to Ravnica. It was a pretty good card in limited. It was not the best blue common, but it was top 5.
Sure.
And so this has Scry 2, and you get 2 energy, and it's still an instant, and you still draw 2 cards.
Yes, all great things, all stuff Blue loves to do. You sit there and wait, see what your opponent does. If they do nothing, dig a little deeper, find a threat or something good, and then hit them with that.
And if they do play something, you don't have to cast Glimmer of Genius. You can play the counterspell. What's the new mana leak?
I'll have to get back to you on that one because there's 250 some odd cards today, and I do not remember the name. I know what you're talking about.
Well, there's a new mana leak, and I think that's going to make a little constructed splash too.
I agree.
It's a good card.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Here's another good card.
Yeah, Chandra, Torch of Defiance, the best card in the set by far. This card's absurd. What is there even to say about this card? Can you play a red deck in Standard and not put this card in it?
I don't think you can. And this is pushing us towards what we're kind of nicknaming Big Red, right? It used to be that red was the small, aggressive color almost universally. In every set, that was what you did. You came out with your goblins or your lightning bolts and your 1 and 2 mana spells, and you just kind of tried to beat your opponent before you ran out of gas. Chandra and some of the more recent red cards are starting to push that needle a little further into the other end, right? Now we got some big expensive stuff, and now it's kind of a game of hold on and then drop something big like this and then just tear your opponent apart. I like it. I think it's new ground for red. It's going to be really fun to build around.
Standard's been long a kind of format of different speeds where you've got aggressive, mid-range, control, and you've kind of got cards that fall evenly in those 3 categories. Yes. But lately, since Thoughtseize got printed, basically, what's been happening is the margins have been getting pushed a little bit towards like mid-range. Everything is kind of some flavor of mid-range. There are exceptions. There's Esper Dragons when Dragons of Tarkir came out, and there was the Humans deck. But once formats tend to find their equilibrium, which they do pretty fast because there are a lot of events, everything just kind of airs towards mid-range. Linear strategies just kind of get hated out, and I think the Chandra is really a symptom of that because red cards haven't really worked lately. Like everything's been some kind of flavor of Abzan or maybe some blue in it to draw some cards, but red's kind of kind of been an afterthought lately.
Right.
And
Band Company, Blue-White Spirits, they're all missing a red.
Yeah, even the red decks in Standard now, they don't cast Kozilek's Return. They just put Kozilek's Return in the graveyard. Maybe they've got some red in it to cast it, maybe. But this is kind of a step in a direction to make red viable in like mid-range world.
Yeah. So I think it'll pay off.
Yeah, totally.
All right, this next one you picked you liked a lot, Narnum Cobra.
Yeah, I think this card is sweet for limited because, all right, so it's a 2-1 for 2. You can put it in any deck. It's going to crew your stuff, but it's got the upside of... What's funny?
No, it's going to crew your stuff. That's a big theme.
It crews stuff by itself.
As I mentioned with Night Market Lookout, crewing is important. Go on.
Okay. So... As I was saying, please. Narnum Cobra.
Yeah.
2-1 for 2. Crew stuff by itself, unlike Night Market Lookout. Still, both cards are still good, but this one's a little better. And it's got Death Touch. Death Touch is huge.
If you're in the right color, you can give it Death Touch. There's a whole cycle of these that each do something different. The white one gets Vigilance, the red one gets Menace. Death Touch probably the best of them all.
I singled this one out because it's a good rate, and Death Touch just seems to be the best. Although... giving your guy Death Touch and then crewing a vehicle with it, not the most synergistic.
Probably not a great use of your mana. No.
But it's okay, because if you're not winning the race, if you have to leave him home, he can trade up.
Sure.
Which is really important in limited.
Right. I mean, he could stop a whole vehicle himself, pretty much.
Yeah, he can.
Right.
Not a lot of Cobras can say that.
How about the D-Hund Operative?
Yeah.
What's going on with this one?
This is a black card, and I forgot what it does.
Wow, all right. It gets +1/+0 and Death Touch if you control an artifact.
And you're always going to control an artifact.
Pretty much.
I like Death Touch.
You do. It's great for limited, especially because it helps you keep the board really under control and in a way that you're not going to have access to great removal, so you have to lean on your creatures a little bit more to kind of thin the field. All right.
Yeah.
The last pick that I had here for limited, let me be clear.
Ryan refused to tell me what this card did in kind of the lead up to this because he wanted to spring it on me. He wanted it to be a fun surprise, so
actually,
I'm really pumped.
Not entirely true. Hazardous Conditions.
Sure.
I like this one if you pick it kind of early on. Steer yourself towards a green and black deck that focuses on +1/+1 counters. You've got ways to do that with Fabricate, some other ways to put +1/+1 counters on things. A couple green creatures do it naturally. So you can make this into kind of a one-sided board wipe. Like we said, removal is going to be really important. The fact that it wipes out Thopters and Servo tokens,
it's
going to be a bunch of
deal.
small stuff out there. This can really, if you can leverage it right, playing this and then attacking into basically an empty board can really seal a game for you, I think.
If you're playing against swamps and forests as well, you can also not go wide. You just go tall, and then you can play around a potential sweeper. It's a good card, but it's hard to not telegraph it. So just keep that in mind when you're playing it.
Sure. All right, so that's a lot of great stuff from Kaladesh.
So many great
things. Go poke around and let us know what you're excited about.
I'm excited about Chandra.
Get your. You can still pre-order the cards right now on TCGplayer.com. What else can they do on TCGplayer.com?
Well, in Magic.TCGplayer.com, you can do all sorts of things. We've got pros writing articles about Kaladesh every day. When this is going up, today's Friday. Craig's got an awesome article with 3 white decks that are all aggressive, and they all are really Kaladesh focused. It's really insightful. I learned today that Gideon, Alive Zendikar, is going to be pretty insane in the standard format because it just gets you stuff to crew things every turn.
Yep.
So sweepers are going to be pretty bad in standard going forward, but that's okay. What else can you do? Well, you can watch videos. You can sell us our cards on our buy list. You can buy our cards on our store. You can do anything. It's really fun, and you should check us out. It's
absolutely. Good. All right. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Internet.